Up next at News 10, could Iraq have smuggled powerful weapons to other countries? Find out why plenty of people are getting a break when it comes to heating their home.
And the weather gets better, but only briefly.
News 10 is next.
It's 11 o'clock. News 10 starts now.
It's a deadly game of hide and seek. The U.S. says Saddam is hiding weapons of mass destruction. Good evening, I'm Nigra. New reports say Iraq may have smuggled nuclear, biological, and chemical weapons to other Mideast countries, including Libya. But the White House isn't so sure. Morton Dean reports to you on the latest U.S. efforts to shore up support for a military attack on Iraq.
As B-1 bombers heading from South Dakota to the Persian Gulf were sending another menacing message to Saddam Hussein today, 3 men armed with nothing more than surveying tools were arriving in Iraq. This special team was dispatched here by UN Secretary General Kofi Annan to map the boundaries of 8 contentious presidential sites. That's okay with President Hussein and his government because the surveyors, technically at least, are not part of the UN Arms Inspection Team, which has been banned from the sites. And some see this as a possible beginning of a face-saving way to pull back from the brink of war, a way for the UN to accomplish its inspections, and a way for Iraq to retreat from its once irrevocable ban on inspections.
And I believe there is construction going on, and I believe all serious and honest people trying to find a solution will be successful.
Despite divisions among U.S. lawmakers on how quickly to move against Iraq, Defense Secretary Cohen said today he's confident of their support.
But I'm satisfied after talking with the leadership, meeting with the members, that ultimately Congress is going to be very supportive, and I think there's a strong majority for action right now.
That possibility produced an eruption of anger in a number of places today, including the Palestinian West Bank, Turkey, Madrid. Officials in several countries are urging the UN Secretary General himself to visit Iraq soon. And there are reports in the Iraqi capital today that he'll be coming here sometime before the end of this week. Morton Dean, ABC News, Baghdad.
On News 10 at 6, we talked about the situation in Iraq with a regular contributor to News 10 during the Gulf War, Stephen Lebo, a professor of international affairs at Russell Sage. It does appear as though we are close to taking military action. If we do, can we really expect it to resolve the crisis?
No, I think your question is an enormously appropriate question. We are putting large numbers of Iraqi and American lives on the line, probably for a goal that we cannot accomplish. And the reality is this is not like looking for an ICBM missile site that we can blow up. We're talking about small laboratories that are also used for things like developing pharmaceuticals. And we don't have the ability to really destroy those. And on this particular issue, unfortunately, Saddam Hussein is small potatoes. There are dozens of countries around the world that are developing these kinds of things. We have private groups that are developing them. The group that put the poison gas in that subway in Tokyo a few years ago. We can't bomb everybody.
Just a reminder, Sarah Welch and Dan Levy will have the very latest from Iraq tomorrow morning on News 10 First Report beginning at 5:30. A family is homeless tonight after fire sweeps through their Latham home. It broke out shortly after 5 at the home of Barbara LaFrisco, located at 45 Park Avenue. She and her family escaped the flames before firefighters arrived.
We know that there was 2 adults and 3 children at home, and there was nobody injured there. We had 1 firefighter go to the hospital, have his hand checked. He had a burn on his hand.
That firefighter suffered first-degree burns. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. Today, final respects are paid to the Gloversville man killed in a California avalanche. Jamil